Getting ready with me and story time about my first primary school residential. So, let me take this out. I was absolutely terrified to go on my first residential as a child at primary school. I was year 4. We were going to this outdoorsy place for 3 days, 3 nights. And I'd watched all my friends in the year above go, and I was absolutely terrified when it was my turn to go, even though I'd wanted to go for so long because you only did it from year 4 to year 6. So I was already nervous, but I started to feel better after a while because obviously I was with my friends and we got on the bus with all our little suitcases. It was so cute. And then we get there and I'm okay. I'm in a room with older girls and some of my friends, well not my girls, but my friends in my year, and I was still scared and we had to make our beds. I did not know how to make my own bed, put the sheet onto the mattress and the duvet and the duvet cover, because as a year 4 I never learned that, but I did have to learn that then and there. So the teachers eventually came around and helped me, even though I was struggling for ages because I didn't know how to do it. I know that makes me sound really dumb, but I honestly did not know how to do it. In the end, we did it. I did it, and the teachers helped me, and everything was going fine. Everything was going great, and I had the best first day. We did this river walk where you walk up a river basically and go under all these obstacles, and you basically come back covered in mud and water, and you have to wear wellies. I'd never worn wellies in my entire life before then. I'd only ever worn walking boots, so I had to go and buy Wellington specifically for that. I was just oh. But yeah, it was funner than it looked, but then we all got really cold, so we came back, and then the showers were the worst part. They were in the gym hall, so if you wanted to shower after we came back, we had to go get changed, put all our clothes out to be in a bin bag to take home to wash. So we had all these stinky bin bags full of dirty clothes underneath the bed because they were all smelled of river water and mud. So we put them all under our beds and stuff, or in the corner, and prayed for the best. Yes, I did end up going home with about 4 bin bags full of dirty clothes from then. If we wanted to shower, we had to walk across the gym hall. So we walked across the gym hall, and the showers were kind of icky, because how you can't wear slides and stuff in the shower. Well, I wish I had, because all my friends did, but the floor was it was icky, and that was one of the worst parts. So it was going great, everything was fine apart from the showers. The food wasn't too bad, but people kept playing. But then nighttime fell, so this was the first night, and people kept us awake playing Knock-a-Door Run, especially even the teachers too, playing Knock-a-Door Run until 11:30 at night. And the teachers are fuming and saying you're gonna be so tired tomorrow morning. And then we woke up at 5 to get ready for the day, and nobody else woke up until about 7 or 8. So day 2, I don't know what we did, but we played this game in the evening, because this was a long time ago. We played this game in the evening, where you have to you're in a team and you have to go and steal juice from other people's team's bottles. So we have to do that, or steal cups and stuff, and collect it all and hide the jug. So someone stayed in with the jug, and I got told to stay with the jug. Well, obviously stuff's gonna happen. So 2 of these big year 6s come over and decide to tip the jug all the way down me, and I get absolutely sopping, and I'm crying because I'm year 4 and I'm scared, and I don't like these year 6s. I don't know how old I would be in year 4. When you leave primary school, so probably 7 or 8. I was absolutely terrified. I hated these year 6s so much. So then I start drying off, and I stink of juice and everything. But then my stomach starts to hurt, and I'm what's wrong? nothing bad happened. It just turns out I had made myself so anxious and so upset with crying and stuff that I started to feel homesick, but quite literally sick. So I ended up sitting next to the teachers on a bench for the next night, for the rest of the night, because there was no way of contacting my parents because I didn't have a phone or anything. And obviously, yeah, as you can imagine, as a child, that was terrifying. I think I've ever been so scared in my life to get juice chucked down me and stuff. Second night, I cannot get to sleep because I'm like feeling homesick and stuff. But everything was fine. Next morning is our third day there, and then we were going home. Oh, that was like the best feeling knowing that I was going home that day because I was 7 or 8 and I'd never been away from my parents before. I'd never been on a sleepover, I'd never done any of that stuff. Like, yeah, because I was too scared to go on sleepovers. The only time I'd ever been on a sleepover was to go to my granny's. And yeah, she lived literally 10 minutes away from my parents. By car or by walking, so it wasn't even that far. But anyway, next, then we do this really weird activity course, and it is literally terrifying. And we have to go through all these tyres and stuff, like this like tyre thing where you have to crawl with a helmet and stuff and climb all these ropes. I'm not the most athletic person, as you can maybe tell, even though I do play tennis. And I did awful at it, and I hated the residential so much in the end that I didn't want to go again. But my parents thought it would be a good idea for me to go away for year 5 and year 6 on my residential as well. But yeah, it kind of put me off residentials for a while because I got scared and I got used to got homesick, and I think that also increased my separation anxiety away from my mum. So yeah, that was story time with Jazzy.